I didn't expect to be found by my own apprentice, Xiu. This day, Xiu accidentally met the son of a rich man, but from what he said, 6 years ago, his father suddenly came and said that he would travel around the world. After that, there was no news. This detail is like a thunderbolt breaking the fog. 6 years ago, Xiu was in the operating room. He deliberately made medical accidents and tried to kill the rich man. It was his obstruction that made the rich man die by chance. Thinking back to the past, Xiu was very sure that the professor killed the rich man. He thought he was going to catch the professor. He immediately took the son of the rich man to look for clues everywhere, but he didn't know that this action was about to trigger a fatal chain reaction. The son of the rich man will die, and the secret of his many years of murder will also come to light. It turned out that Xiu illegally exposed the video of the black market operation. The informant is the target of the black market transaction. The unprofessional black agent took the money and sold the information to the police to protect himself. Although the video only shows the face of the two-handed wire, the police found the place where the black boss had surgery. The professor has been a friend of the police captain for many years. He was invited to participate in the scene of the investigation. Everyone searched in the empty room. Not even a needle was found. Just when he was about to return empty-handed, the police dog suddenly roared in the back mountain. A female corpse was found under the soil. It was the little nurse who was forced to use a leaf tube. The professor was in a daze, but he didn't move. I didn't expect my own rebellion to be so rampant. The next day, Xiu came uninvited. It turned out that there was a murder case here. Xiu took the assistant with her to join in the fun, but she accidentally found the professor's body. Xiu's good mood was gone in an instant. It was determined that the professor was working with the police to take revenge on himself. So, in order to provoke the professor, he deliberately infiltrated the police force in the name of the professor's student. He sneaked into the crowd of people. This shocked the policeman. Why is Jin Hongyang so calm? He usually doesn't touch anyone except his partner. Because he has a daughter. What do you have? I don't have a daughter. I heard you were very angry. Neither of them realized it. This conversation became a key trap to lock up the murderer. The arrival of Xiu made the professor very angry. Isn't he afraid of being caught by the police? I don't know where you are right now. Even if you're crazy, I'll let you go. Do you think I'm going to operate on you? You're a pathetic bastard. You killed a person. Am I the only one who is pathetic? Kim Young-jin, you killed all the teachers? What are you talking about? The two students dispersed one by one. Xiu decided to find evidence of the professor's murder, but she didn't know that the professor was more vicious than her. Soon, the police found some dog hair on the victim's clothes. After identifying the breed, it was Rovina dog. They thought the professor was one of them. The police officer didn't have any defense and raised a leg in front of the professor. In the evening, the professor drove Lawrence to the suburb. However, as soon as the police officer opened the door, he found an unknown name on his hand. He didn't care about her. He picked up the napkin that the professor had given him. He began to sneak around. I don't think it's a crime for a victim not to raise a dog. It's not common for people to have brain surgery while raising a Rottweiler. The professor's student I met at that time, that woman. The police officer suddenly lost his eyes. He passed out. The same name, the same napkin, the same method, the same person who disappeared from the rich 6 years ago. At the same time, Xiu followed the rich man's son to look for him. Soon, a manager of a nursing home provided a key clue. 2 years ago, the rich man appeared at a nursing home. Although the nursing home had already closed down, the manager's photo did not confirm his identity. However, when he was asked about the rich man's whereabouts, the manager's answer was exposed. The rich man's son, who was looking for his wife, suspected the manager. At the time, he was trying to find the money to cheat himself. He was so angry that he raised his hand with the manager at the time. Xiu finally opened her eyes, but when she was treating the manager's wound, she suddenly found the rich man's exclusive ring on the manager's finger. The rich man's son, who saw the ring, was out of control for a moment. He had to ask the manager clearly. Unexpectedly, the rich man's son ran away in fear. It was raining heavily outside the house. He couldn't see his feet at all. It seemed that the two of them were not fierce. Xiu could only come out to persuade the rich man's son. The rich man's son saw the two of them fall into the abyss. This is the first good man who died because of him. He drowned Xiu in guilt. He was so angry that he broke into the professor's office. He threw the rich man's ring on the table. He asked the rich man's son politely, I hate Kim Young-jin so much. Kill me now. If I had said that, I would have done it. How can you put blood on the teacher's hand? At first, it was a question, but it became the center of the teacher-student relationship. Xiu was willing to kill for the professor. The professor was not. It's just that some secret professors would rather bear it alone. At this moment, the professor also learned that the rich man was not dead, and the housekeeper also told the truth. On the day of the murder, the housekeeper also realized that the professor was wrong, so he followed the professor and saved the person. He didn't want the professor's hands to be stained with blood. He sent the person to the nursing home. Coincidentally, the rich man fell off the cliff and lost his memory. The housekeeper didn't tell the truth. Until 3 months ago, the rich man was sick. The ring was stolen by a greedy manager in the nursing home. The truth was finally revealed. The professor threw the ring off the cliff again. Soon, the police officer's disappearance attracted the attention of the police chief. After the investigation, the police officer's last call record was Professor Kuip. Facing the captain's phone call, the professor was very angry. He said that the police officer really wanted to see him, but he was not feeling well and did not make an appointment. At the same time, the surveillance showed that the professor did not leave home that night. The servant also confirmed that he was taking a bath. Unknowingly, the servant only heard the sound of water. In this way, Professor Kui escaped perfectly. Now, he has one last thing to do. That is, to completely destroy the evidence that will threaten Shi-Yu. Then, a fire engulfed Shi-Yu's house. 3 dogs died in the fire, and the other rooms were intact. Shi-Yu stared at the fire. He thought this was a warning to Professor Kui for investigating the death of the rich man. So he called the professor to confirm. Do you have anything to say to me? I have something to say. I'm going to have surgery soon. If I don't have surgery, I won't be able to go to school. Where are you now? I'll go. Shi-Yu drove to the agreed place. He saw Professor Kui's car parked on the side of the road. Suddenly, he hit the gas pedal. At this moment, Shi-Yu had only one thought in his mind. Kill him. The flame of revenge was in his eyes. He accelerated to the car and hit the gas pedal again. Looking at the most arrogant apprentice, Professor Kui just got out of the car.